your connection in Southern Oregon and Northern California. This is News 10 at 6.
Good evening, I'm Rick Tiller.
I'm Trish Close. Thanks for joining us tonight. Jessica Bethany murdered last year in the same Central Point apartment where her daughter was sleeping. Today, justice served.
Jeffrey Wheeler, Bethany's ex-boyfriend, pleaded guilty this morning to stabbing the young mother several times and trying to set that house on fire. Wheeler's admission comes just weeks before his trial was supposed to start. News 10's Whitney Clark is live at the courthouse with the latest from tonight's top story at 6. Whitney?
Good evening, Rick, Trish. That's right. Well, it took less than 15 minutes for Wheeler to change his plea to guilty here this morning at the Jackson County Courthouse. Wheeler admitted that he killed his ex-girlfriend, Jessica Bethany, before trying to set her house on fire. This plea comes after both sides, including Bethany's parents, decided it would be the best resolution and way to move forward. Now everyone can avoid what would have been a very painful and gruesome trial. Just a warning, some of the details you're about to hear in this story may be disturbing. He said few words in court besides good morning and guilty.
Guilty.
Jeffrey Wheeler admitting he killed his ex-girlfriend Jessica Bethany. It happened at her apartment in Central Point last September. In court Friday morning, Wheeler pleaded guilty to murder and arson charges and no contest to abuse of a corpse and criminal mistreatment. Prosecutor David Orr says there is evidence that shows Wheeler stabbed Bethany 22 times in the neck before pouring lighter fluid on her and setting her on fire. Parts of Bethany's body charred. The criminal mistreatment charge comes from the way Wheeler is accused of handling his daughter, who was in the home when Bethany died. Orr says a neighbor, who has since died, told investigators Wheeler dropped the baby off with a bag of diapers, saying he'd be back in a few days. Another witness, though, says that wasn't Wheeler's plan. He asked him how to catch a plane without a driver's license. The details not released in this case even more disturbing. It's those details Bethany's family can now avoid hearing.
In a trial, obviously, we would have had to, especially because of the charge of abuse of a corpse, we would have had to have presented some very explicit evidence that would not have been pleasant for anybody to see.
Bethany, a popular and loved bartender at Howie's on Front Street, her friends and co-workers relieved they won't have to sit through a trial.
It's a lot of stress off. It's you know, it's nice to know that everyone, especially her family, isn't going to have to go through that, and that's really what I would be concerned with.
While Wheeler could face life in prison, Bethany will always be missed.
It's nice to know that at least we get some form of closure out of it, you know, and I don't know, like I said, it's, and whatever he has coming, it's never going to be enough to make up for what he's done.
A date has not been set for Wheeler's sentencing. Prosecutors say they will meet with Bethany's family to set a date within the next month. That court date will be a chance for Bethany's loved ones to speak to Wheeler. He, as well, will get a chance to address the courtroom. Covering your news live in Medford, Whitney Clark, News 10.